we're going to switch these questions now. I want to focus on something that's very important that I think that needs to be talked about, and I know it affects us, especially directors and actors. I want to talk about the SAG strike going on. For those people that are not actors or that don't know what this is about, can anybody tell us and explain what's going on and the reason why this is happening?
I think it's been so long since we've renegotiated our contracts, and technology has surpassed, it's been going so fast, so now you can have an audio, like I can talk 10 seconds, say the alphabet one time, and then you can make up words using my own voice and rearrange them however you want, and there's that technology out there. Now there's also that technology where they can copy your face and duplicate it as many times as you can, so as an artist, we're getting paid for one go, and they can use that image, your soundness, your likeliness, 1,000 times, 1,000,000 times, whatever, and that artist isn't getting paid for that, so that's the huge hurdle that we're having right now, We're not getting paid enough for our arts, and art is what I think keeps the world sane. Not going, business, money, all that stuff keeps it going. But what keeps it sane is having beautiful art out there, When you come back from your house on a stressful day, what do? You listen to radio. What's radio? Music. Correct. You turn on the TV, that's art, visual art, anything. Piano, guitar, it's all art. All that stuff is hugs your soul. Correct. And if without that, we become a hostile society, it's not a good time right now for the world,
Yeah.
So as artists, we got to rise up and we got to show what we can do, what we can create, what we can make.
Because if you go back years, we didn't have all this AI, and it wasn't no problem. So now, it's basically saying we're going to let these computers run the future, or these AI things, and it's like, yo, what about us? Like, what about? And if you're not going to pay us like that, give us a big payout. Mm-hmm. You can use my thing 30 times, all you want.
Give me
but
30
make sure
million.
my check looks good.
And we didn't have streaming either.
Yeah,
and we didn't have streaming. So it's like,
that's crazy too in itself.
Yeah. And what you were saying about art, it makes me think of this movie that I grew up with. That's one of my favorites, Equilibrium.
Love it.
Christian
Bale.
And in that movie, it's like a totalitarian society. English is not my strong suit today. And they can't have art.
No books.
That's bonkers. And I feel
bonkers.
like, you have to protect art and artistic expression and freedom. And you definitely, especially with this AI business, I've been seeing on Instagram accounts of one of the Kardashian or Jenner girls. I don't follow them, so I don't know which one it is, which it sounds so bad. I don't live under a rock, but I just don't pay attention enough. One of them has like an alter ego that's an AI. And it's hi, your friend Billy. And so it's actually just AI. And she's like, hi guys, I just really want to talk to you about XYZ today. And it's like, not even her. Like she sold her image for X amount of money for for 2 years or something, and they've done that with a few artists. Wow. And so people are like, oh my gosh, this artist this, and it's like, no, that's AI. And they just sold their image for 2 years for like $5 million or something. But when everyday people that are not known are working in the industry, I'm sorry, you can't have my image for, what is it for a day rate?
A day rate.
Like $170 for 8 hours. No, you can't have my image for eternity.
Right.
Yeah. And they're not going to pay, an unknown
They're not.
millions.
No.
That's where it doesn't become fair.
And then the more they hold out on it, the more the AI people are like, push out more stuff. Yeah. Let's get the Kardashian. Let's get the.
Exactly.
They're not even. Let's take over now.
Exactly.
So it's like,
Well, it's a great question that you asked, because I think that it is important to lend humanity faces, voices to what these issues are. So for example, I think on the business side of things, the AMPTP, I think that, to a certain extent, many of us are just maybe a dollar amount, not really seeing the humanity on the other side of their decisions. Right? So for me, before the strike, and a little bit now, I full-time working actor, and when I say that, I mean principal roles, which are the roles in front of the camera, and background. I do background too. I even do stand-in work. So there are a lot of different ways that you can make money in the industry. So you can be a stand-in, which, like I said, I do often, which helps the director, helps the actor. You do blocking and let the A team know what so the A team would be the stars that you see.
Yeah.
So, and then the B team would be stand-in people who are then delivering whatever the direction is to the A team. So when a shutdown like this happens, then that means that people like me don't work. Right? We don't work. So, and I have a child, who has a life, bills and all those other things. So when a strike like this happens, people like me don't work. And I'm just grateful that I did have unemployment to kind of help me get from A to B, but some people didn't have that, and we were just denied unemployment benefits. Yeah, from the state. But like I said, that was for people who didn't have it. There were going to be some extra monies there for people to have it during strike. But that was just denied. But I wasn't one of those people that was affected by that because, like I said, I have been receiving unemployment. But it's a real thing. We're but to a certain extent, we're coming off of the pandemic as well. So, you have the pandemic and having to be vaccinated, and then there was a shutdown from that. So all these things that are taking place that affects the livelihood of the artist, that has been very difficult. But you have, artificial intelligence that is now a factor where they're trying to take our likeness. Again, if you can imagine, let's say you're a barber, right? If someone tells you you can't cut hair anymore, then it's like, as whatever your age is, 30s, 40s, it's like, okay, what do I do now? And who knows how long it took you to get to a point where you can actually start to earn an income off of what it is that you do. I was one of the more fortunate, but certainly not some of the guys who, are top earners, but I did have residual checks coming in. So when people were showing their checks of $2, $3 or whatever from streaming, I'm not one of those people. I had residual checks coming from network television. Meaning CBS, NBC, Fox. So my checks were bigger.
Definitely.
Which helped me to get, so those checks and unemployment helped me to survive more and better than some other individuals. But so that's what's being negotiated, the use of artificial intelligence. And another thing that has been negotiated is the amount of pages that we have to memorize. The business people, they're just looking at a bottom line.
Yeah, they're looking at money.
Right.
They're not looking at what it costs a person and what it is to actually have to memorize. And let's say if you have, let's say one audition is that, but what if you have 2 or 3?
And you have 2 or 3 jobs.
Yes.
And then you got to work. So these are the things. So that's what I mean by, why I appreciate that question, because, whomever may hear this, we actually get to lend humanity to these decisions that's being made from the business people, and what it actually costs families and people, the decisions that they're making.
I hope that when it's all said and done, it's fair for you guys to get back to where you guys need to be at. Like I said, I'm pro-SAG, and because that's my dream and goal, to be able to be under the SAG union, because it's while being around you guys, it's very inspiring, and to see this happening to people that are close and dear to me, that hurts.
Yeah.
It definitely hurts because, you guys put so much work in. Like the people looking from the outside, they don't know from the inside out what you guys have to go through. Creating, directing, acting, reading scripts, and just to have a machine or a computer just do all that within no time. To me, it just doesn't make any sense.
Right.
But like, who am I? Like I say,
But if
who
you're
am I?
if you're not a working actor, it's very hard to know what a working actor has to go through,
Absolutely.
right?
Yeah.
So outside family members or friends from a different town, they're like, "You're an actor." They think I have to memorize my lines and then just show up on set.
Yeah.
That's in their brain. That's what they think an actor
Right.
is. And in reality, that is the farthest from the truth.
My best friend is a lawyer, and we recently became very close this summer. And she's like, "What'd you do today?" And I was like, "Oh, I had this audition, this last minute audition that was due, and I was running around doing things, and I had to run home. I had like an hour to do it before going to work." And I, thought, "Oh, easy peasy lemon squeezy." And then I looked at the breakdown a little more, and I was like, "Oh my goodness, this was a commercial audition, but still, same goes for
Everything.
theatrical, like literally any audition. It could be, say, it could be like a 30-second, do nothing but have a reaction. Or, as this one was, you don't have to be a professional dancer, but can you choreograph X amount of time? Can you show us your dance moves to an ABBA song?" Threw it together in 5 minutes and did like 20 takes. And then I went to work all sweaty. I was like, I made it, guys. Sorry, I'm 5 minutes late. And I sent her the video because she was like, "What'd you do today?" And I was like, sent her the video, and I was like, "I did this." And she goes, "I'm sorry, what? This is what you do for your life?"
Very nice.
This is my first movie, so I'm very grateful. I'm very thankful as an actor. First movie as an actor. Very grateful and thankful for this opportunity and to work with you guys. And I'm excited but very humble about it. And I'm ready to promote. I'm ready for the world to see it. And it's showtime.
I'd like you guys to introduce yourselves, let everybody know your IG information, and then also if you guys have anything else coming up in the pipeline that you want the people, our audience, to know to keep up with you guys. Who would like to start that off?
I'll do it. I'm Marco Infante. My IG handle is Marquito16. That's MARQUITO 16. I think I'm just excited for everybody to see this movie. When it streams, it's going to be streaming sometime, somewhere next year for sure. So I'm excited for everybody to check that out.
I'm Emily. My Instagram handle is _Emily in LA, like Emily in Paris. My sister made me do it. Just kidding. I had a choice in that, but she highly encouraged me. I also am really excited for this movie to come out. I think people are going to love it. I think it's going to have a great response. And I guess things that I'm working on right now is I've been very inspired to get back into my music. I went to school for music, like piano performance, and right now I am so nerding out on some classical music.
Cool.
Charles Clemmons. What do I want to say? Oh, first of all, you can find me on Instagram, Charles Clemmons Official. YouTube, C2 Entertainment 100. And then a little bit about what I got going on is I got the C2 TV Awards coming up in December.
Can't wait. December 10th.
What I got going on is I got the C2 TV Awards coming up in December.
Can't wait.
So I'm excited. Hosted by Omar Gooden.
Nice.
December 16th, we'll be at the Miracle Theater.
Yeah. So I'm Montelle Harvey, and my IG is Montelle, MONTELLE _ Harvey, HARVEY, V as in Victor. And what I have coming up, I have just recently wrapped on 2 indie projects that are not even named yet because I just wrapped them. But if you follow me on IG, you'll be able to see updates about them there when we're releasing and how you could see it and things of that nature.
It's going to be an amazing film, you guys. I would like to thank you guys for tuning in to the World Heat Podcast brought to you by X Tribe. And it is a wrap!